Hi, welcome back to Steve's Shows, and today we're going to be looking at the LS1110F 110-240 miter saw from Makita. So the miter saw has a 260mm diameter blade on the saw itself, and it allows you to miter 47 degrees to the left and 47 degrees to the right. On the machine it will let you bevel over 47 degrees to the left, and it will only allow you to bevel over to the right at 2 degrees. With that in mind now, across the bed in a 0-degree cut, it will give you a 91mm depth with a 310 across the bed. And when it's mitered over to the left or the right, it will allow you to go 50mm with 310 across the bed. Also on the machine, we have a worktop clamp. We also have workpiece supports on the side, which come out and close in. And then we also have a pass-through light on the top of the machine, which means it gives you an exact direct cut line where you're cutting. That was the LS1110F 110-240 volt miter saw from Makita. Now we're going to take a look at the WT001GZ shear wrench from Makita on the 40 volt platform. And the machine itself will allow us to do high strength torque shear bolts in M16, M20 and M22, and also super high strength shear bolts in M16 and M20. So the max fastening torque of this machine goes up to 804 Newton meters, and with that in mind, it will allow you to do 250 M22 bolts on a 4 amp hour battery, and on a 2.5 amp hour battery it will allow you to do 150 bolts. The machine also has the anti-threading mechanism, which minimises the chance of the bolt tip threads being stripped. So that is the WT001GZ shear wrench from Makita on the 40 volt platform. Moving on now to the UB003C, which is a direct connect X machine from Makita. It is a brushless blower. So the benefits to this machine are obviously its direct X connect, which means on the back of the machine we have a connection port which will connect directly to our PDC 1500, which is our new backpack that's available, or our already existing PDC 1200 backpack. So with that, simply you get a connector from the backpack that you've got and one from the machine, and that will directly connect to each other, which will then power the unit. Max air volume of the machine is 17.6 cubic meters and give us an air velocity of 86 meters a second. It has variable constant speed and cruise control, which is all controlled by the switches on the top. So we have 3 speed settings on the machine, which is low, medium and high, and it has a 3-stage telescopic adjustable nozzle on the front. So that was the UB003C Connect X machine from Makita UK. Now we're going to take a look at the DTW1004 1/2-inch impact wrench from Makita on the LXT platform. So the DTW1004 has a 1/2-inch square drive with pin dent on the front end to hold the sockets in place. And with this machine it will allow you to do a standard bolt from M12 up to M30, and in a high strength bolt from M10 up to M20. So the machine itself allows you to go up to 1050 Newton meters of fastening torque with a massive 1300 Newton meters of nut busting torque. It also has a twin LED light on the front of the machine, as well as 3 power stage settings on the bottom of the machine, which are soft, medium and high. On the buttons on the bottom of the machine as well, you can also control the LED light. So if you do want to turn it off when you're using it, you can do that with the button on the front of the machine. So that is the DTW1004 from Makita on the LXT platform. Now let's take a look at the DCU601Z wheelbarrow from Makita. So the machine itself is a 36 volt machine that runs off of 2 LXT 18 volt batteries. The machine itself can hold 4, so it will double the runtime. The weight on the scissor lift on the machine will take up to 300 kilograms of weight, but that when used on a 12-degree slope will go down to 180 kilograms. The machine has 3 speed settings, so in speed 1 it will give you 1.5 kilometers an hour, in speed 2 it will give you 3.5 kilometers an hour, and in speed 3 it will give you 5 kilometers an hour. And then when you put the machine in reverse, it will give you an audio alarm to allow people to know that you are reversing. but it will also only go up to a speed of 1 kilometers an hour. The features on this machine then are the scissor lift itself will allow you to lift your load up to 1 meter above the ground level. The brake also features disc lock brakes, so it is very safe and secure when in the locked on position. And with that in mind, on the left hand side is the lock-on brake system, which you do have to have in place when you are selecting your forward and reverse before the machine will move. So that was the DCU 601Z brushless wheelbarrow from Makita. Thank you for watching Steve Shows.